With other in-state schools and top 25 universities outpacing UT in numbers of African Americans enrolled, questions are rising as to what UT will do to address the problems Black students are having.
The minority community here is not as strong as I thought it would be.
Wayne Nash is a sophomore majoring in business analytics, and like many African Americans at UT, he has concerns about belonging.
You know, it's really difficult to retain those like minorities, you know, when they, like the system doesn't really cater to where they come from.
At times, Wayne can feel uncomfortable, not because of his race, but because of what it means to be a person of color at UT.
Like where I grew up was not because I was Black. However, I grew up the way that I did probably because I was Black. Like it's a cultural difference there.
The experiences of students like Wayne are why Vice Chancellor for Diversity Ricky Hall emphasizes the importance of making minorities feel at home while at UT.
If you're a visitor, you know, if you really feel like I'm just a visitor, this isn't mine, this is really other folks' institution, at some point you start to feel like you overstayed your welcome, you know, and then you leave.
According to Junior Marcel Valentine, educating Black students about campus resources is key to success.
When I first came in my freshman year, I didn't know anything about minorities. Anything, I just knew I was a minority and that's all I knew, and the people in my building. Living in Hess Hall, the Black Cultural Center was next door to Hess Hall, knew nothing about the Black Cultural Center.
As an aerospace engineering major, Marcel is reminded of his ethnicity daily, and the pressure of being an example of all African Americans to his white peers can be a burden.
My organization, when I started my freshman year, did not have many minorities at all. It was my boss, she was actually excited for me to come take our group picture because I represented the minorities. This school, it is segregated. I can just say that.
It is because of experiences like Marcel's that Vice Chancellor Hall promotes the importance of finding a community on campus.
The more what I call critical links students have, the more likely they are to be retained, the more likely they are to feel like they matter. All of us want to feel like we matter.
Critical links for students can be found in programs across UT, and Assistant Director of Admissions Eric Stokes commented on diversity resource efforts.
All my years of working here at UT, we've never cut our diversity recruitment program.
Although well-funded, the number of Black students at UT has fallen every year since 2007, while every other racial minority has risen.
We used to have a law in the state of Tennessee that allowed us to offer race-based scholarships. We're no longer able to do that.
The cuts in diversifying scholarships have left students like Wayne confused about the university's goals.
I don't understand why that's such a big deal to give minorities a scholarship, like to offer a scholarship like that to high achieving minorities, because this university wants to increase diversity. So why would you take that away?
For other students like senior Caitlin Rose, her biracial heritage affected the scholarship she was offered, but also how UT defined her.
One of my mom's friends told me to put that I was Black because it would get me more scholarships.
Students in Caitlin's position now have more choices, but it quite possibly affects UT's demographic reports.
If you check multiple boxes but you check Black, you were categorized as Black. Whereas now there's so many more multiracial and biracial students that when you check multiple boxes, you don't go into Black, you go into multiracial.
Even without a category, though, Caitlin understands minority student positions.
I think that at times it's, as being part of the bigger group, you kind of don't see that you might be unwelcoming.
And as Black students search for a place to belong at UT, they will remain walking among the Tennessee hills.
So we got to help students to understand it is your place. You're here because you belong here. You're here because we believe that you can succeed here.
The University of Tennessee is home to over 27,000 students. And with a population of this size, diversity initiatives are not realized overnight. But as with any other issue, proactive steps are the only way to fix this problem. Reporting for UT Today, I'm Kristen Barnett.